In the vast grasslands where predators usually hold the upper hand, the order is sometimes reversed. Horns, seemingly for defense, can become weapons that force predators to hesitate. Each encounter is a tense moment, where the line between attack and defeat is very thin. And in those decisive seconds, the prey is no longer just a target, but a real adversary. In the open grassland, gazelles move silently, but always alert, their slender, sharp horns pointing forward. They are renowned for their ability to change direction quickly to escape predators. However, when a cheetah appears in the distance and begins to accelerate, the safe space quickly shrinks. The cheetah charges forward at incredible speed and soon closes in on its prey. As it prepares to take it down, the gazelle suddenly lowers its head and rams directly into the predator's belly. The impact forces the cheetah to a halt. The gazelle counterattacks a few more times before creating distance. The cheetah is injured in the abdomen and unable to continue the hunt. For a predator that relies entirely on speed, injury can be more dangerous than hunger. It is forced to stop and let its prey escape. In nature, a desperate prey can still inflict significant damage on its predator. Near the edge of the pasture where the buffalo herd was protecting its newborn calf, the mother buffalo always held the front position, with her thick, curved horns like a living shield. The calf was weak, slow-moving, and easily targeted. When a leopard silently appeared at the edge of the bushes, the tranquility began to waver. The leopard lunged out unexpectedly, aiming straight for the nearest calf. But the mother buffalo reacted almost instantly, lowering her head and charging forward with a powerful goring. Her sharp horns swept across, forcing the leopard to change direction and retreat into the bushes. Undeterred, she tried to approach another calf, but the entire herd closed in and counterattacked even more fiercely. The confrontation ended when the leopard was forced to retreat. In its escape, its hind leg was severely injured by the goring from behind. Movement became difficult, and for a lone predator, a leg injury could mean long days without hunting. Sometimes hunger forces predators to take risks, but the price to pay can be enormous. In the dry land near the swamps, African buffaloes stand in groups, their massive bodies and horns forming a sturdy shield in front of their foreheads. An adult can weigh over 1,500 pounds, possessing enough force to jolt a predator. When separated from the herd, it becomes the target of a pride of lions silently encircling it, and the encounter quickly becomes fierce. The lions simultaneously charge from multiple directions, trying to dislodge the buffalo. The struggle is intense and prolonged. While being held tightly, the buffalo suddenly turns and delivers a powerful headbutt. One lion is struck and thrown to the ground, forced to retreat in pain. However, the collective pressure ultimately weakens the buffalo. The lions bring down their prey after several tense minutes. But one individual in the group suffers serious injury from the final counterattack. Victory doesn't come without a price. The hunt ended with the prey subdued, but the lesson was clear. Even when restrained, a buffalo can still deliver a dangerous counterattack. In nature, a predator may win, but it is never completely safe from the sharp horns of its opponent. In the low grass where the wildebeest herd moves slowly, each individual maintains a safe distance to observe their surroundings. Wildebeest are often considered typical prey for lions, but they are not entirely passive. Their curved, outward-pointing horns, seemingly for defense, can actually be effective weapons when used correctly. And when a lioness approaches, the challenge begins. The lioness approaches with low, steady steps, then suddenly accelerates when close enough. The charge forces the herd to scatter in an instant. However, the targeted individual doesn't flee immediately. It turns its head at the right angle, lowers its horns, and counterattacks with powerful, sweeping, sideways thrusts. These collisions force the lioness to pause to avoid serious injury. The wildebeest's horns, when swung in the right direction, generate enough force to deter the predator. After a few tense moments, the lion is forced to retreat. The wildebeest quickly creates distance and rejoins the herd. The confrontation ends without either prey being killed. Even species often considered docile are capable of fighting to protect their lives. In nature, survival instincts sometimes turn prey into formidable opponents. On the dry, windy sands, the oryx stood firm with its long, straight, spear-sharp horns. Unlike many other antelopes, the oryx tended to confront danger directly rather than flee immediately. When a lion silently approached from behind, the distance between predator and prey quickly narrowed. The lion suddenly leaped onto the prey's back, trying to grip and disorient it. But the oryx did not panic. It lowered its head and swept its long horns backward, directly attacking the aggressor. These precise sweeps forced the lion to dodge and reduce the pressure of its attack. The struggle lasted only a short time. When it could no longer maintain a safe position, the lion was forced to jump to avoid serious injury. The oryx took advantage of that moment to create distance and maintain a defensive stance. The hunt ended without either prey being killed. Unexpected counterattacks from prey can disrupt the predator's entire strategy. In harsh environments, long horns are not only a defensive tool, but also a crucial element for survival. On the vast open field, where the elephant herd moves slowly, the mother elephant always keeps her calf in the center. Her long tusks point forward, her large body forming a living wall shielding against all approaches. Upon sensing the presence of lions at the edge of the field, the group immediately tightens its formation. This close-knit arrangement quickly becomes a challenge for the predator. A group of lions moves in an arc formation, trying to separate the calf from its mother. They don't chase, but only move in small steps to cover any escape routes. However, the distance between mother and calf remains constant. The mother elephant constantly turns, keeping her tusks pointed directly at the threat. When a lion tries to get closer, the mother elephant lowers her head and steps forcefully forward. The thrust from her large body forces the lion to dodge immediately. Unable to find a safe opening to attack, the lions gradually slow down and retreat. The hunt ended without any young animals being separated from the pack. Many hunts begin with separating prey from the group. But when cohesion is maintained absolutely, the predator's chances are almost zero. In nature, collective strength is sometimes an insurmountable boundary. In the dry land where a mother rhino walks slowly beside her calf, her thick skin and large horn always pointing forward as a warning. The calf occasionally retreats close to its mother's body when sensing unusual movement from afar. A group of lions observe from a safe distance, waiting for the opportune moment when the young one separates from the protective circle. When a lion approaches closer, the calf instinctively recoils. The mother rhino immediately turns to locate the threat. She lowers her head and lunges straight forward with a powerful thrust from her shoulder. The lion is forced to dodge to the side to avoid a direct collision. Just one accurate butt could cause broken bones or serious injury. Realizing the risk outweighs the benefit, the lions gradually retreat. The mother rhino continues to stand in front of her calf, not leaving her position until a clear distance is established. The hunt does not take place. In nature, there are limits that predators understand very well. When the danger is too great, their survival instinct makes them give up. And faced with the protective power of the mother rhinoceros over her offspring, the lion chose to retreat. Through each encounter, the horns are not merely a tool for self-defense, but a declaration of the right to live. The predator may be strong and experienced, but it is never entirely immune to risk. Each counterattack reiterates that survival is always a delicate balance between attack and destruction. And on the vast savanna, order is maintained not only by strength, but also by the limits that all species must respect.
In the wild, not every approach ends in success for the predator. Many recorded moments show prey escaping thanks to reflexes, discipline, and split-second choices. Once an attack is launched, even a small misstep can cause the entire plan to fall apart. The following stories capture incredible moments when prey escapes and the predator is forced to give up. Hedgehogs are slow-moving animals, but they possess a remarkable defense system. Thousands of hard spines cover their bodies, always ready to spring up at the first sign of danger. This mechanism isn't for show or intimidation, but has evolved to create a real threat to any approaching predator. A young leopard approaches, misjudging its opponent. The approach is quick, based on its familiar habit of closing in. But in a brief moment, the spines spring up, creating a gap that forces the predator to retreat. The discomfort increases upon contact. The spines don't cause panic, but rather a lingering pain, enough to break the leopard's resolve. The leopard backs away, choosing to retreat rather than risk further danger. There is no second approach. The hedgehog slowly moves away from the danger zone, maintaining its defensive posture until it is safe. The young leopard leaves, distancing itself from an opponent whose cost is too high. In nature, specialized defense mechanisms are sometimes sufficient to make a hunt a worthwhile endeavor. Hares survive in the open air with heightened alertness and lightning-fast reflexes. Their compact bodies and strong hind legs allow them to leap and change direction in an instant. For hares, every movement is aimed at disrupting the approach from above. The eagle observes from above. It calculates the precise trajectory, swooping down in a straight line at high speed. In the first moment, all factors seem locked in. But just before the trajectory closes, the hare changes direction. A mere 0.1 second adjustment is enough to skew the entire calculation. The dive misses its target, and the aerial advantage vanishes. The approach ends quickly. The eagle regains its altitude, not continuing when the opportunity has passed. The hare disappears into the low grass. In nature, sometimes just a perfectly timed change of trajectory is enough to reverse the outcome. Zebras are herbivores weighing between 500 and 900 pounds. Their tall bodies, long legs, and large lungs allow them to move persistently and maintain oxygen levels in stressful situations. When coming down to the riverbank to drink, zebras usually keep a short distance from the herd to be ready to support each other. Hidden beneath the water, the crocodile is in its most advantageous position. The deep water allows it to use a spinning pull, a technique only effective when the prey is completely submerged. The approach is swift, taking advantage of a rare moment of disorientation. The zebra is pulled off balance, but still keeps its upper body above the water. Its large lungs help it maintain oxygen, while its strong legs continuously kick to keep its axis. The successive rotations, rolls, and kicks disrupt the crocodile's attempt at a locking maneuver. In just seconds, the situation changes. The zebra escaped the deep water and returned to shore safely. The crocodile let go, retreating when the opportunity was gone. In nature, survival doesn't come from a direct counterattack, but from disrupting the opponent's finishing move. On the vast savanna, wildebeest don't seek advantage from bursts of speed. They survive on endurance by maintaining a steady pace over extended periods. Only when the chase is prolonged does the wildebeest's true advantage become apparent. A lion begins to accelerate. In the first 5 to 10 seconds, the powerful burst of speed gives the predator a clear advantage. The distance quickly narrows, the pace building to its highest tension. But that intensity also rapidly depletes the lion's energy under the prolonged heat. When the escape route is blocked, the wildebeest is forced to face the lion head-on. The leap kick to the lion's head is not a random reflex. It's a last-ditch defensive choice when all escape routes are closed. Immediately afterward, the horns point towards the lion's legs, not to finish it off, but enough to break the chase. From that moment, the balance begins to tip. Lions slow down and actively retreat when the risks outweigh the benefits. Wildebeest don't win by sheer strength. They survive by turning the hunt into an option no longer worth continuing. African buffalo are among the largest herbivores on the savanna, often weighing over 1,000 pounds. They move in large herds, maintaining close distances and reacting collectively to any threat. Unlike many other prey species, buffalo rarely scatter when approached. A lion approaches the edge of the herd, looking for a disparity in formation. The familiar strategy is to apply pressure to separate an individual from the group. In the initial moments, tension increases as distance narrows, but the buffalo do not disperse. As soon as the danger becomes apparent, the individuals at the back turn around. The movement is organized, forming a unified mass toward the lion. Support appears almost instantaneously, forcing the predator to reassess the risk. The initiative gradually shifts away from the lion. In such encounters, two survival scenarios usually emerge. When the lions lose coordination or hesitate, the buffaloes escape the danger zone. And when collective pressure is maintained, the predators are forced to retreat. The confrontation ends without a fatal blow. The buffaloes maintain their formation and protect their pack. The lions retreat, realizing the cost outweighs the benefit. This is no ordinary hunt. It is a confrontation of spirit, organization, and collective coordination. In the vast open expanse of the savanna, the impala survives through constant vigilance and precise reflexes. Its compact size and agile directional changes allow it to quickly adapt to unexpected surroundings. However, even a slight deviation from its formation can put the impala in grave danger. Leopards don't hunt through prolonged chases. They wait for positional errors when the prey is momentarily disoriented or out of sync. The approach is silent, focusing entirely on the decisive moment. The impala is forced to react almost instantly. A well-timed, precise turn interrupts the leopard's charge. The difference isn't in being faster, but in a perfectly timed reflex within 0.2 seconds. The hunt ends when the element of surprise is gone. The leopard stops, not continuing when the risk exceeds its limit. Impala quickly return to the safe formation of the pack. In nature, a hunt fails not because the hunter is weak, but because the prey reacts at the crucial moment. Rabbits aren't superior in terms of top speed. Their strength lies in their ability to accelerate very quickly and change direction constantly in tight spaces. From the very first seconds, the rabbit is prepared to disrupt the chase. A dog chases from behind. It's fast and persistent, but must constantly adjust as the rabbit isn't running in a straight line. The swerving, changing direction, and short jumps fragment the chase. The rabbit continues to change its trajectory. Each change of direction forces the predator to expend more energy and lose time adjusting. The distance no longer shortens as initially predicted. The chase gradually ends. The dog slows down as the advantage is no longer clear. The rabbit disappears into familiar terrain. In nature, intelligent movement is often more important than pure speed. On open plains, gazelles are always on the move, ready to pounce. They don't rely on sheer speed, but on their ability to maintain rhythm and change direction at the right moment. For the gazelle, each stride is a decision to avoid falling into the predator's path. The lion isn't outpaced or outstretched. However, the approach distance and timing of the attack change the dynamics. When the charge is launched, the gazelle quickly changes direction and jumps, disrupting the pursuit in an instant. From that moment, the advantage quickly vanishes. The lion stops when it no longer has the precise conditions to continue. The gazelle leaves the danger zone, maintaining a safe distance. On the savanna, hunting is a matter of precision, not just strength. These recorded moments show that survival isn't always in the hands of the aggressor. Prey survives through timely reflexes, the ability to maintain rhythm and organization under pressure. Even a small misstep in timing can derail a carefully planned approach. In nature, escaping safely is sometimes the greatest victory.